Hello everyone, and welcome to another video of my Lexus IS200 Turbo home project build. Yeah, I'm going to be starting it up today. I'm showing you the exhaust. That's a custom made exhaust from where I said it was made from, and that was Long Life. Yeah, custom made exhaust right the way through underneath the car up to the turbo. Oh, here we go. So we're just gonna have a little walk around. Yeah, I love my wheels. Nice and clean. Yeah, I do apologise. I did wash it the other day. Clean it in the inside. I felt like it was inappropriate to show you. Anyway, so we're in the car again now, and yeah, let's put the key in. Yeah, I do have one of those big keys. Yeah, because they kept snapping all the time, the original ones. So I bought one of them instead. Yes. All is good. All is good. Now, a few people out there, the only problem is with manual boost gauges. The needle tends to bounce up and down, giving it this dead quick, which most probably you all it's what that's doing. It's pulsing when you bring it off the vacuum pipe and bring it into your car. But anyway, I have got a solution to fix that. I have, and it's called is it air pump regulator? What you get on a fish tank, and here it is. So what I've done there, I've just connected it in line with the boost gauge, and I started the car up first. I left it to start bouncing. Then what I've done then is I adjusted this little screw on the top until the gauge stopped bouncing, and that caused my problem. That caused me a hell of a lot of problems trying to read vacuum and pressure. So I put that on it, because you don't really want to be reading the fluctuating of the in the vacuum pipe, that'll be to do with something with your is it your vacuum pressure sensor or something like that. Anyway, but anyway, yeah. Well, that's stopped all of it anyway. Right, let's turn the car on. Now this will be the part that you've been wanting to see as well, to see if my engine management light goes off. Well, yes, it does go off. And I bet a few people out there didn't think it'd go off. Well, let me revert back to the last video about the O2 sensors on the standard manifold. You have two of them, don't you? Well, a lot of people join them together, this, that and the other, put them side by side, and yeah, I tried that. I tried it a few times, tried it all different ways, and I was still having that engine management light flashing all the time, and that done my head in. Every time when I come to a stop at a traffic light, it start blinking, but as soon as you drive, it stop, it come back on as normal. So that's when I decided to change the lambda sensors just to one, and I left it on for a week, and I didn't notice any signs of misfirings at all, because that's what it was basically doing, misfiring on cylinders 1 to 6, random multiple misfire. That's what I was getting all the time, and I said to myself, this is not good. So I unplugged the sensors from the one from underneath the passenger seat, which goes to the lambda sensor, and the 2 on the front, which are your O2 sensors. I unplugged them. The car was perfect. So I said to myself, I said, right, I want my engine management light off. So I joined 2 as 1, and it worked. As I say, it went off. And I said to myself, right, okay, so I need a new catalytic converter, because the one that was on it originally was a 400 cell. I put a 400 cell when I made the downpipe, and yeah, I admit I've had this car going 12 months. It has took me 12 months to get this car running right. People think, oh yeah, you can just buy turbo kits, put them on with the Patrick's black box, this, that and the other. But the seller said to me, oh yeah, you only need an oil feed to your turbo. No. If it's a wet bearing turbo, it needs to be wet. So what I done, I even put a water coolant to the turbo as well, and I've had no problems off that at all. Let's give it a bit of a rev, because that's all what you want to hear, aren't you? So let's go back to the exhaust again. Now you want to where it goes, rumbling, don't you, a little bit. Yeah, that is a 4-inch pipe. I didn't want a 5-inch originally, but if I did, it would have been touching the bottom. Yeah. Let's open the bonnet. Oh, I love that bumper. I love that bumper. I even modified the headlights as well. And I even modified them. Did a good job of them. Right. And these lights, when I first got the car, wasn't too bad condition in the first place. They were a little bit dull in places like here and there and that. So all I done is I wet and dried them, and I give them a really, really good buffing with G4 polish. You have the abrasive polish and the finer, smoother polish and the fine polish to go over it. And I only washed this car 2 days ago, or yesterday. Yeah, I don't mind. Nice and clean, same as the other side. Let's open the bonnet. Right, this is going to be hard, open the bonnet and holding the mobile phone at the same time, so if it does get out of misshape, I do apologise. Yes, very hard indeed. Very hard indeed. Well, I tried to do it as best as I can. Yeah, she's running. She does sound like a supercharger. I don't know if that's because I've had my timing belt done. Every car I've had, I've always changed my timing belt straight away, no matter what. This is my 3rd car I've been done up. This is my 3rd car. And I used to have a Subaru Impreza before this. And nowhere near as good, as much fun as this thing here. Nowhere near. It was just too safe, the Subaru, with it being a 4-wheel drive. And I like a bit of give, you know what I mean, if it needs to go. But when I did first buy this car, I admit, it did shocked me 5 times. It did, yes, it did shock me 5 times with the back end sliding out. I don't know if that was due to tyres, because the tyres weren't good enough when I got it right. And that was even with traction control on as well. Yeah. But that's another thing. As soon as you turn the traction control off on this, it wants to slide. It just wants to slide. It does. So let's give it a rev. Let's give it a rev. That's a nice noise, that, isn't it? That's a nice noise. I like that myself. So yeah, let's go back in. We'll have to give it a bit of a rev. Right, I better stop there because of the neighbours. Yeah. And as you can tell, she was such a clean car, and she's not leaking any oil at all whatsoever. That's just water. That's just condensation, that is. But the best thing is, I've not had no oil leaks at all on this car. Now that's a lot of people think as well, with it being standard bolts, standard pistons, this, that and the other, the head tends to lift. No, I've not had no problems with this at all. I've not had no problems with that. But I have another engine at my friend's garage, because I did have a donor car 12 months ago when I was doing this. I did buy another Lexus, yes I did. And I bought that for £1,500 and I just stripped it. I know you're sounding mad, but I just stripped it. I wanted the engine, I wanted the gearbox out, all of the parts as well, to keep this thing on the road, because I like it so much. I'm not getting rid of this car ever again. The light, sorry about that, the light being blinding. But anyway, yeah, I'm very happy. I like this. I do like this car very much. The only thing I have got to go to on it now, I've rebuilt all the front end with coilovers, new brakes, new discs, new pads, new ABS sensors, new upper wishbones, polyurethane bushes all on the front for the sway bar, even polyurethane bushes on the what's it called, on the steering rack. I've done that as well because I went through 3 lot of discs. Yes, I went through 3 lot of discs. Because the reason being is, the hubs where the discs sit onto, they weren't dirty, they were clean, but they just had its days basically. They were 15 years old. They were 15 years old when so anyway, I changed them, and since then my braking is spot on. But yeah, as I say, I've only got to do a few parts on the rear. I'm going to strip the rear axle off eventually. I'm going to strip that down and get it powder coated. And I'm going to underseal underneath the car again. And I'm going to get these welded up here. I'm getting this welded next week or the week after. I'm getting this part welded, both sides, because it's having its days. It's having its days. Yeah, and a repaint blown in right the way along the skirts. But yeah, I'm sorry if that was didn't focus in properly, but you got me chatter. But yeah, my sills are all right, but that was just the last part I needed to do. I've redone these because they tend to bubble from here. Now the reason what that is, between here and here, there's no grease. There's no grease. Lexus they run grease right the way along the sill to the front, but they always miss this part out, and that's why you get the bubbling at the back here. I've sorted that. I've put a new piece of plate in, welded it all in, smoothed it all down. Yeah, I've done that last year. Yep, this is the other side. Nice and clean. Again. Well anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second video to the Lexus IS200 turbo build home project. Well, I hope you're happy with it so far. I know I am. I've spent a hell of a lot of money in it to be this day. It's took me 12 months. Yes, it took me 12 months, just over 12 months, just to get it running right and perfect and sweet. It's a nice engine, quiet, really quiet. I'll even give you the video how I've done this, the fuel pressure regulator return. I'll even give you how it's done. Well, you most probably can see where it picks up from there, through there, and then back to the, the fuel tank, which is the pump. But anyway, yeah, you most probably know anyway. But it was quite easy to build. The fuel pump I'm running in this at the moment is a BMW 325i fuel pump. I think it's 430 litres per hour. And that's was it a cheap one off eBay? It was about £30. It's a performance part. That was about £30 off eBay. But I'm going to let you guys go now, and I'll give you one last rev because she's gorgeous. Listen to this. Yes, let's give you one last rev. This time outside the car. That'll be better, won't it? Sorry. When you think about it, that's only stage one. But wait until those injectors are put in and that ECU is done. She's going to be a baby. Right, thank you people once very much, thanks very much, and for looking at my YouTube channel, and I will keep you updated.